Hi, welcome to Decision Making Frameworks Learning Series. I'm your coach, Alex Guest. Today we will be looking on analysis and evaluation, complexity and certainty, strategic planning, risk assessment, and additional consideration. Without further delay, guys, remember that we do have consensus building and team alignment, prioritization, and role and responsibility clarification as a part 1, 2, and 3 series, which is available on my channel or inside alexguest.com. Also, before we start, I would like to remind everyone that feel free to pause, play, and read in details. And like usual, first question, why? Why are we using decision-making framework in Agile? Because decision-making framework crucial for guiding team in making informed, consistent, efficient, and most important, transparent decision. We are aimed to help team quickly adapt to change, prioritize task, risk, eliminate conflict, and keep project on track. We recognize 8 major problem group, and following framework address all of them. Also, guys, remember, choosing right framework depends on the specific situation, goals, and team preferences. Also, sometimes you need to combine multiple frameworks to get the best result for your team. And remember, symbol M on the left lower corner, I'm introduced to show most useful and most important framework for you to know as a part of your craft. So, without further delay, analysis and evaluation, we start with the SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis, it's an abbreviation based on the strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threat. Why we need it? Because it allows you to analyze internal and external factor which is influence your decision. It allows you to align the team and the simple use we're utilizing, for example, when we need to look for some piece of product or backlog or need new feature which we need to implement in our system. How to build? Very simple. It's a 2x2 matrix where we have internal factor, external factor, and we have item which is help us or obstruct us to get. As you could see, strength, weaknesses, opportunities, threat. So, how to implement? You bring your team, break team into group, or ask everyone contribute to each of those quadrants their ideas. After that, you have a discussion. Guys, it's a time when we combine multiple frameworks. Now, if you bring that matrix framework together, you could find most important and most resonating item from what your people put in the team. Because remember, it's not going to be one sticky notes, let's use that term. It will be multiple, it will be 5, 6. So you bring all your team together and say, hey guys, everybody have, for example, 3 dots, put it on everything inside strengths. After do that weakness, same opportunity, threats. Now you find most resonating item for your team, you build consensus, now you could make your next step. Also, playing by the ear, Scrum Masters, it's supposed to resonate with you on retrospective. This is how we build a retrospective. Remember, one of the simplistic retrospective, and guys, you could find that in how we run retrospective. When we build those RIF, what support us, what's not support us, you see, same approach, adapted for particular situation. Goal, conversation, bring people to communicate, align team, solve together. Next one, decision matrix. Pretty much, we could say the same, but the idea a little bit different because it allows us compare different options against a set of preset criteria, such as, take a look, in the column, in the vertical column, we have different criteria. We need to have an agreement. Each criteria, let's say, go positive, negative, 0, or some kind of weight. You also could define here. In the current sample, we're using yes, no, unknown. So -1, +1, 0. What you do, for example, safety, durability, etc., 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 implementation, support. You just say good support, +1, bad support, -1. We're not sure, so put it 0. At the end, you aggregate everything and you get your total. As soon as you get your total, you could rank it, your item. Now, the question is, you run positive or negative, you're now able to make a decision and say, hey, to do that one, build as bigger value. And those one, it's not so. And this is how you do all your ranking, all your baselining. Guys, very useful, and project managers, it should sound familiar. Let's go to next one. Then the next item is complexity and uncertainty. Guys, king of all matrix, QNAFIN framework. Created by Dan Snowden, unbelievable. I use pretty much on every day, always when I deal with the leadership. And also, just because of that, it's a separate training, just on QNAFIN framework, available as a part of our advanced training. In a few words, Word is prism of QNAFIN split Word on 5 categories. Obvious, complicated, complex, chaotic, and disorder. And it teaches you how to react and what reaction should be if you understand where your process is or where you find yourself in the current moment. But again, guys, I would like to invite you into advanced course. This is where you learn it. And I'm not joking. This is absolute king of any frameworks. And I believe must to know and know how to implement an agile work for any agile leader, explicitly any agile leader. Next one, strategic planning and risk assessment. 2 of them, both of them supposed to ring a bell for our favorite agile project manager or agile leads. Guys, cost-benefit analysis and weighted product model. Why we need cost-benefit analysis in agile? Because we need to constantly calculate possible benefits or cost to deliver some item. For example, if your team decide to deliver 2 different document management system, for example, you want to go to DocuSign or Secure Vault, which one to take? We do cost-benefit analysis, how much it costs us to implement, how much it costs us to support, how much profit we could gain, what's our client retention, so monetary or non-monetary. Bring it together, align, and now you could see cost-benefit analysis. Is it worth it or not worth it to implement? And how is it worth it? You could show different view, and you also could put a chart on a different part of implementation. Common, useful, product owners, actually product managers, even it's also important techniques which you could use. Now, weighted product model, guys, pretty much the same idea, except that we have a different lanes to assess, but also we have different criteria. We have a benefit criteria, cost criteria, etc. as you need it. But what's interesting here, each of them pay attention to that line. It's a weight. We're attaching weight to each of them. So we could calculate on flight what, let's say, not all comparisons are equal. Some of them, it's more important. So this is where you add weight, and it allows you to build your dynamic model, which again will result in scoring. And through scoring, you could rank the item on what's need to be built or not to be built, or need to be addressed or not to be addressed. So guys, with things which allows us to unite financial and non-financial benefits for further analysis. And last but not least to one, it's additional consideration. First one, rapid decision matrix, design and defined by Bain and company, supposed to simplify decision-making process and focus on essential information. Also, it's enable fast response to changing circumstances and prevent analysis paralysis. This is a very important part here. But for my taste, it's a little bit waterfallish. Why? Because we pretty much define responsibility matrix, how it goes. We get inputs and we define who do inputs. We do all recommendation aggregation and we secure agreement. We have a gatekeeper and we have the default decision maker who actually make a decision, and it's open up gate for performance. So what's happening? Instead of analysis paralysis, when we need to bring 10, 20 people together and get consensus, we explicitly say, hey, we need information from that area, everything will be aggregated and agreed. As soon as everybody agrees and information collected correctly, we will give it to our decision making. Let's say put on the table and ask to make a decision. That's it. If decision now should be informed, we have agreement on clarity of information. Again, very rarely used, to be honest. Almost never see it. And 6 thinking heads, it's a fun techniques, but again, rarely used due to the specifics. 6 thinking head pretty much designed to promote creativity, creative thinking, or some decision making, utilize and use on a product discovery and everything related to discovery and positioning things before any development. Idea behind scene, 6 heads: white hat, which is responsible for data and facts; black hat for difficulties or devil's advocate, let's call it; blue hat for managing processes or organizing view; red hat for feeling and emotional; yellow hat for benefits, value and positivity; and green hat for creativity, solution, alternative, new ideas. Implementation pretty much simple and funny. Again, it's aggregated framework which requires additional aggregation. You have a new idea, you need to tackle from different angles. What you do as a Scrum Master, for example, you could create 6 different rooms, give them a name, breakout rooms I'm talking about, like in the Zoom or Teams, and you easily let people rotate across, but also 6 thinking heads allows people to go to where they believe they have an input. So some people not rotate, they just jump. So create a tag and say, hey, every 2 minutes you need to go to another room or brainstorm and put your stuff. When you collect all those ideas, now it's time to aggregate with other framework like dot voting, because now you could find what's most important, what's most resonating with the team. And after that, guys, you see, everything start getting together. You need to find the techniques and to make a decision what you're going to do with that. Is it okay? It's not. Are we building or not to building? And on that note, I would like to conclude today's training. Again, don't forget to subscribe and share. And if you have any questions, I'm always open for you. Thank you very much and have a great day.